Welcome back. Today we are going to start part 2 of chapter 8, Computer System Organization. In the last class we have learned about the input devices and the working of computer. So in this class today we are going to learn about CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. And it is the brain of computer, that is it directs and governs all the processing that takes place inside the computer. जो भी काम आप कंप्यूटर को देते हैं, any calculation or any other work, that is done by CPU and it is also known as brain of computer. Here you can see the picture of CPU. It consists of two units, that is the ALU, arithmetic and logic unit, and CU, control unit. It also has a memory unit which consists of the primary memory and the secondary memory, which secondary memory is the one which consists of the secondary storage devices. So primary memory is RAM, ROM, and it also has an important memory, that is the cache memory. Input is given by the user. For processing it goes to CPU and the output is given back to the user. Now let us understand some components of CPU. The first unit is ALU, that is arithmetic and logic unit. As the name suggests, it is used to perform arithmetic operations and logical operations. Arithmetic operations are like plus, minus, multiply, divide, any mathematical calculation, and logical operations are sent from memory, like greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to, equal to. They are sent from memory and the result is returned to the memory. And the result of every logical operation is either true or false. Like we say 4 greater than 5. So 4 greater than 5 can be either true or false. In this case it is false. Next we have is control unit. So as the name suggests, this unit controls the flow of data from input devices to memory and from memory to output devices. How the data will come from input devices to the memory and how after being stored or being processed it will go to the output devices, all the things are controlled by the control unit. It controls and guides the interpretation, flow, and manipulation of data and information. Also we have registers in CPU. So what are registers? These are high speed temporary storage areas which are found in the CPU. CPU places the higher priority jobs inside registers for faster processing. Suppose there are 5 to 6 jobs to be accomplished. So whichever job has a higher priority, जो काम हमें पहले करना है, that is to be placed in the register. So the CPU takes the higher priority jobs from the register first to complete that work. So you can say register is the high speed temporary storage area which has the highest priority jobs for faster processing. Next we have is memory unit. Now memory unit is a storage unit for program as well as data, and memory unit is basically used to store the data. Like in our body, brain has memory which stores whatever we write or whatever we learn. Similarly, computer has the memory inside the CPU, which is the brain of the computer, and the memory can be primary or secondary depending upon its location in the memory. So first we are going to talk about the primary memory, which consists of the two things, that is RAM, random access memory, and ROM, read-only memory. Here you can see the picture of the primary memory. This is the RAM which is put inside the CPU and this is the ROM. Now let us understand a little explanation about them. RAM is random access memory. It is a volatile memory. Also it is a read-write memory, as the data can be read as well as written into it. And its contents are lost when the power is switched off. Suppose you are working in MS Word or MS Excel or any other software. किसी भी सॉफ्टवेयर में आप वर्क कर रहे हैं, जब तक आपने अपनी फाइल को सेव नहीं किया तब तक आपकी वो फाइल कहाँ रहती है? It is inside the RAM. And as soon as you save your file, it goes inside the hard disk in the memory, which is a secondary storage place. Next we have is read-only memory, ROM. As the name suggests, it is read-only memory, that is data and instructions are placed in the ROM at the time of its manufacturing and can't be changed earlier. रोम के अंदर जितनी भी आपकी इंस्ट्रक्शंस होती हैं वो तब डाली जाती हैं जब आपका कंप्यूटर मैन्युफैक्चर किया जाता है। जैसे आप देखते हैं कि व्हेन यू परचेज अ न्यू कंप्यूटर एंड व्हेन यू स्टार्ट अ कंप्यूटर, सो विंडोज़ की स्क्रीन अपने आप आ जाती है। सो वहाँ पे आपका क्या हो रहा है, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इज़ गेटिंग लोडेड। आप उसकी इंस्ट्रक्शंस में जाके चेंजेस नहीं कर सकते हैं जिस तरह से हम रैम में कर सकते हैं। तो रैम इज़ द रीड राइट मेमोरी, वेयर एज रोम इज़ द रीड ओनली मेमोरी। और सिमिलरली जो आपकी रैंडम एक्सेस मेमोरी होती है, इट इज़ वॉलेटाइल इन नेचर। वॉलेटाइल मीन्स सिंस आपने इसमें फाइल को सेव नहीं किया तो एज द पावर इज स्विच्ड ऑफ कंटेंट्स विल बी लॉस्ट। बट रीड ओनली मेमोरी में अगर आपकी पावर लॉस्ट भी हो जाती है तब भी आपके जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के टाइम पे इंस्ट्रक्शंस या कमांड्स डाली गई हैं दे विल रिमेन एज इट इज। ओके, सो this question can come to write the difference. So first difference, you can write down the definition of these one, that is the abbreviation. Second is you can write that it is a read write memory whereas ROM is a read only memory. Third difference you can write is random access memory is volatile in nature, that is contents are lost when the power is switched off, whereas in read only memory the contents still remain even if the power is switched off. Next we have is ROM holds essential instructions like booting, procedure to load operating system and frequently needed functions. Basically ROM के अंदर आपकी वो instructions होती हैं that are needed to start a computer, that is to load the operating system, booting and some functions which are frequently needed. Next we have is cache memory. Just few minutes back we have talked about the cache memory. It is a very important part of the memory. It is a small memory that operates faster than the primary memory or RAM. As we know that in primary memory we have RAM and ROM, and cache memory is a very small memory but it is very faster than our RAM. Now where it is placed? It is placed between CPU and the main memory. This is our CPU and this is our main memory, so that the data is available to CPU very quickly by sending data to CPU instead of the main memory. Suppose this is the CPU, this is your main memory, and in between there is a small memory called the cache memory. Now CPU requires some data, so instead of going to the main memory it can fastly just take the data from the cache memory and work upon it. So this is the usefulness of cache memory and this is its importance. So you can say this is the fastest memory in the computer, and its spelling is CACHE but it is pronounced as cache. Next we have is यूनिट्स ऑफ कंप्यूटर मेमोरी मेजरमेंट। जिस तरह से आपकी कोई भी लेंथ होती है या आपका वेट होता है तो उसकी मेजरमेंट की यूनिट होती है, लाइक लेंथ इज मेजर्ड इन मीटर्स और किलोमीटर्स, और सिमिलरली जो आपका वेट होता है इट इज़ मेजर्ड इन ग्राम और किलोग्राम। सिमिलरली मेमोरी की कुछ मेजरमेंट्स होती हैं, लाइक इट्स 1 बिट इक्वल्स टू बाइनरी डिजिट। बिट क्या होता है? 0 is a bit, 1 is a bit. Since the computer understands only machine language, so it can understand only 2 digits, that is 0 and 1. 0 stands for off and 1 stands for on. तो 1 bit होती है आपकी बाइनरी डिजिट, and 4 bits are known as a nibble, NIBBLE, nibble. If I say 0101, it is a nibble because इसके अंदर 4 bits हैं. If I say 1101, it is also a nibble because it consists of the 4 bits. So bit is the smallest unit of the memory. It consists of only one number and 8 bits make 1 byte. अगर आप 8 0 और 1 को कंबाइन कर देते हैं तो वो आपका बन जाता है 1 byte. 1024 bytes equals to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobyte equals to 1 megabyte. 1024 megabyte equals to 1 gigabyte. Then terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, brontobyte, geobyte. So geobyte is the highest memory. So here you can see like pen drives which are coming or the other devices, they also have some storage capacity. So generally आप देखते हैं कि pen drive are of 16 GB और 32 GB, तो ये GB, MB, TB, PB ये सब जितनी भी चीज़ें होती हैं, these are your memory measurement units. Next we have is secondary memory. We have talked about the primary memory. Now let's talk about the secondary memory. अब जो आप प्राइमरी मेमोरी में डेटा सेव करते हैं दैट इज सेव्ड फॉर अ शॉर्टर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, बट इन द सेकेंडरी मेमोरी दे आर यूज्ड टू स्टोर अ डेटा, लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ डेटा परमानेंटली, which is not possible by using the primary memory. So some of the common secondary storage devices are, first is hard disk. As we have discussed कि like in hard disk what happens is whenever you save the file the data goes in hard disk. It is non-volatile. Non-volatile means data is not lost even if the power is switched off. It has high capacity storage बहुत ज़्यादा डेटा आप इसमें स्टोर कर सकते हैं, फ्रॉम 1 GB to several TB, that is terabytes. This is your hard disk. You must have seen, if you must have seen the inside components of the computer, of the CPU, and the data is stored in tracks, sectors and cylinders to keep it organized and easier to find. If we see the detailed version of this one, ये जो आपको यहाँ पे circle shape में this you are able to see. If we see the detail of this one, ये इस तरह से होती है आपकी. The center part is the spindle on which the platter rotates around. These yellow color lines are the tracks, that is the concentric circles on a single platter. These are the these you can say 1 2 3 4 5, these are disk heads, that is read or alter the magnetism passing under it. These are the cylinders जो आपके different tracks हैं. And this is a sector, ये आपने maths में भी पढ़ा है. This is a sector, that is segments of the track separated by non-magnetic gaps. And these are known as platters, circular platters covered with magnetic material to provide non-volatile storage of bits. तो ये magnetic material से आपके cover होते हैं. So this is a disk, hard disk, और ये इसकी सारी इसके components हैं. Okay. Next we have is Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc is a high capacity optical disc medium used for recording, rewriting and playing high definition videos. You must have seen DVD. Blu-ray disc आपके DVD के जैसे ही होती है, लेकिन इसकी जो क्वालिटी होती है that is much better than DVD, and it has high resolution. Also it can store large amount of data as compared to DVD. This is a Blu-ray disc. Next we have is magnetic tape. Magnetic tape is a medium for magnetic recording made up of a thin magnetizable coating on a long narrow strip of plastic film. The picture you can see here, this is a magnetic tape. आपने पहले देखा होगा कि in the olden times ये cassettes होती थी आपकी, तो इस cassettes में आपको ये जो black color का दिख रहा है, this is a magnetic tape. और जब आप इसे लगाते थे, डालते थे इन द रिकॉर्डर, तो उसमें आपके या तो सॉन्ग्स प्ले होते थे या फिर आप इसमें रिकॉर्डिंग भी कर सकते थे. तो इट हैज़ अ मैग्नेटाइजेबल कोटिंग एंड इट इज़ अ लॉन्ग नैरो स्ट्रिप ऑफ प्लास्टिक. सो दीज आर वर द मैग्नेटिक टेप्स. दे आर नॉट यूज्ड मच नाउ. नेक्स्ट वी हैव इज DVD. DVD stands for digital versatile disc or digital video disc. It is also an optical disc storage device. इसमें आप सिंगल साइड पे भी रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं या फिर आप दोनों साइड्स पे भी रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं. एंड इट्स कैपेसिटी में रेंज फ्रॉम 4.7 GB to 8.5 GB. Every secondary storage device has some storage capacity, and the capacity of DVD is from 4.7 GB to 8.5 GB. GB here is gigabyte. Okay, this is a DVD. Next we have is USB pen drive. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. It is a small portable memory which can be plugged into the computer with USB port. आपके कंप्यूटर्स में CPU के आगे एक पोर्ट होता है इन द रेक्टेंगुलर शेप, उसमें आप इसको प्लग कर सकते हैं. और समटाइम्स द कंप्यूटर्स विच आर नॉट हैविंग द CPU नाउअडेज, उनके मॉनिटर के साइड में ही पोर्ट्स होते हैं, आप उसमें प्लग कर सकते हैं. इवन जो आजकल द टेलीविजन सेट्स विच आर कमिंग, दे आर हैविंग द पोर्ट्स टू प्लग इन द पेन ड्राइव्स. And they have a capacity less than hard disk but more than a floppy or CD. Floppy और CD से इनकी कैपेसिटी ज़्यादा होती है लेकिन हार्ड डिस्क से कम होती है. मेन एडवांटेज ऑफ पेन ड्राइव इज़ दैट आप इसे कहीं पे भी लेके जा सकते हैं. इट इज़ वेरी पोर्टेबल, इट इज़ वेरी स्मॉल, इट कैन बी पुट इन अ पॉकेट ऑल्सो. नेक्स्ट वी हैव इज मेमोरी कार्ड. मेमोरी कार्ड इज़ एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डेटा स्टोरेज मीडियम and it is used for basically storing the digital information which is used in the digital cameras, mobile phones and music प्लेयर्स. मेमोरी कार्ड्स जनरली हम अपने फ़ोन्स में डाल के रखते हैं. पहले जो आपके फ़ोन्स आते थे दे वुड हैव वेरी लेस स्टोरेज, तो इसलिए वी नीडेड द मेमोरी कार्ड्स. बट नाउ द फोन्स आर ऑफ सो मच स्टोरेज दैट देर इज़ नो यूज़ ऑफ द मेमोरी कार्ड. बट स्टिल इफ़ वी वांट टू पुट देन वी कैन पुट, एंड दे आर जनरली यूज इन कैमरास, फोन्स एंड म्यूजिक प्लेयर्स फॉर द एक्स्ट्रा स्टोरेज. So you can see this is a 16 GB memory card of SanDisk. Now the part 2 of chapter number 8 is complete. Now we have the assignment part. The first question says what is CPU? Explain its components. So in this question you have to write down the definition of CPU and the components of CPU, that is ALU, CU and your memory unit and your this registers. Second question says which are the two types of memory, name and explain them. In this question we are going to explain about the primary memory and the secondary memory, and just give a little definition about them and explain them with the examples. Next we have specify the measuring units of memory. This also we have discussed. Next question is discuss the following devices. It has 4 parts: Blu-ray disc, magnetic tape, DVD, USB, pen drive. This we have discussed very clearly. You can write this, I feel. Question number 5 is what is the importance of cache memory. This also we have discussed that it is the fastest memory in the computer. So if the CPU wants some work to be done or it needs some data, it can fastly take it from the cache memory instead of going to the main memory. Next is question number 6, distinguish between primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is the main memory. It is also known as internal memory. Secondary memory is the external memory, and you can give the components of the primary memory, that is RAM and ROM, or secondary memory में you can tell the names of some secondary devices. You can just explain some of the things about the primary memory. RAM ROM को आप थोड़ा सा explain कर सकते हैं इसमें, और secondary memory में you can explain the any 3 secondary storage devices, but you have to just write. ये जो distinguish between का आपका question है, you have to write by putting a line in between, or one side you will write primary memory and the other side you will write secondary memory. Similarly, RAM and ROM, just make a line in between, one side RAM, one side ROM. The differences between a RAM and ROM we have already discussed in the video, so write them very carefully. In case any doubt is there, you can ask, and complete all the assignments in your notebooks. Okay.